the coupon code, you can add $1 to the prize pool today for free and be an esports hero just like that. Dirty glasses, sad face. I know, it's awful, right? It is awful. I remember my ex used to wear glasses, and I don't understand how girls wear glasses when they have makeup on, because her glasses were always just covered in her makeup, and I was like, what? It was like insane. Mental. Couldn't deal with that. I get bugged by like a speck of dust land on my glasses. 12 pool from our man in the bottom right hand side corner. It is going to be the blue Zerg from Kulash. It is Elazer. Top left opening with a safe gas pool. It's a good start for Snute. He is from Team Liquid. In the top left. Let's hear some predictions then, guys. You guys had a lot of predictions and thoughts on the Alive Neeb series. I want to hear some predictions on the Snute Elazer series. Warwi says 3-0 Snute, which is good. Which is good. I want to hear more though. I want to hear what you guys think, and I want to hear what you guys are feeling about this series. Remember, the winner of this plays Neeb in the grand finals. Man, can you imagine a Snute Neeb grand finals? That would be so sick. That'd be actually amazing. Lionheart251, thank you so much for subscribing with that Twitch Prime. 190 subscribers, guys. 10 away. 10 away. Thank you very much, Lionheart251. Let's see some love in the chat, as this game, though, is about to get started. We'll give you a proper shout out a little bit later on. As we kick this off, Lings are dancing around the hatchery. Snute will have to pull drones to help defend against this. His hatch has already taken a lot of damage. Drones, did they hold position there? There's a little bit of an interesting one. Nice pull away on a couple of those drones as they get low, of course, wants to keep them alive. For now, the hatchery is staying alive. I'm just going to be seeing Snute pulling back in towards the natural expansion. Lings from the Elazer coming back up and just trying to see what else he can do. The Queen here obviously really tilts things into Snute's favor in terms of defending, though. Now those drones able to mine once again. And Snute might have to pull the drones in to help the fight. And as you can see, he'll lose maybe 1 or 2 drones. Hold positions, actually. If he doesn't lose many, he loses 2 to now. 3 has to fight again, has to then pull away. 3 worker skill. The Lasers coming out of this with a worker lead. The Laser is coming out of this with a worker lead, but no gas. And so the Bane Nest coming down and Link Speed finishing could mean something for Snute, who actually cancels his Bane Nest, though. And, well, he does let Link Speed finish. That's something. As we said up into, there's a couple of Queens moving around, seeing what they can do. Extractor comes down, a couple of Extractors come down from a Elazer. And there's a couple of Queens from the Elazer, just seeing what they can do at the frontier as well. A couple of Lings from Snute going in towards the main to have a little bit of a look around. 3-2 Snute says J-House 0386, Snute 3-1 from Haven 117. Feeling Snooty says Baneburst, Snute wins easy says the Salty Beaver 3-0. Snute says Celeb IFL 3-1 Elazer from Bambi, like the first Elazer vote I've seen. 3-1 Snute says RN Jeeves. Elazer has more chances versus Neeb says Bull, yeah. That's not a prediction, no. Alright, so mostly Snute favored predictions here then. Going into this best of 5 ZvZ. Interesting stuff, interesting stuff. As we building up then into game number 1. Again, that early aggression from the Elazer, it paid off. You know, in the end, he managed to do enough to get into the game at least, which is what's oftentimes just important here. Lair on the way up right now. From both players, we can see the Evo Chamber on the way down as well from Snute. A couple of Lings is going to run on forwards, and one Ling getting picked off. The other Ling will get picked away as well in the next few moments. Plus 1 missile attack dropping. This is going to be a little bit further ahead for Elazer here. Now Snute, because he has Ling speed, will be able to justify that faster third hatchery, and it's a very typical scenario here. You have Ling speed, you can take a faster third hatch. You don't have Ling speed, well, you have to just sit back and be a bit more defensive and play a little bit more safely. As you're going to be seeing the hatch finishing up in the next few seconds. Drones transferring on over. And, well, Snute again, a little bit behind on +1, but not too far behind. I mean, we're talking about 10-15 seconds, nothing you can't delay for. I mean, it's still going to open a few opportunities for Elazer, but it shouldn't be anything too crazy. Seven more roaches on the way up, Queen building. And again, just going to be seeing that evolution chamber from Elazer going to be popping out in the next few moments. So, going to be a second Evo for Carapace upgrades. He's being very greedy with the upgrades then as he takes the third base down on the low ground. Walled off to this right hand side in favor of taking the low ground expansion rather than defending in another way. So, an interesting way to choose. And just in general blocking off this direction though still blocks you off from this base later in the game. Might just decide to expand over here next. We'll see how Elazer approaches it. An interesting expansion pack coming up for him. Bullia says Elazer 3-1. Dragon Soul Elazer 3-2. Snute 3-2 says Don Sonika. Okay. Couple of Queens here going to work their way through that Overlord. He's taking quite a bit of damage, and Snute is really racking up the roach numbers right now. I mean, that's the difference between the fact that he hasn't invested into +1 Carapace, etc. You know, he's actually just 20 roaches or 20 army supply ahead, and he's going to move across the map in a moment. Snute is going to look to be aggressive here. Can his 30 army supply lead help him out? I mean, again, look at what he's invested in. You know, look what Elazer's building right now. Tunneling Claws, +1 Carapace, +2 missile attack, and Burrow. Okay, in 2 minutes' time, Elazer will be in a way better position than Snute. But that is the issue. That's in 2 minutes' time. Not right now. As Snute pushes forwards, he'll go for hopefully those Queens with high energy right away. Backs away here momentarily. So just a little bit. Pulls away from reinforcements, I guess. I'm not too sure. Some fuses will keep on coming down as we're going to be seeing Snute trying to break this. But so far, he isn't making enough progress, I don't think. His reinforcements are not going to be able to get in here soon enough. And Snute is going to get pushed away. So Snute gets pushed back, and now Snute falls into trouble later in the game because he didn't stop +2 missiles. He didn't get +1 Carapace. So Elazer's defended. He's also going to have Burrow and Tunneling Claws, so he can move around the map aggressively and harass around the map and being annoying in that regard. So that's going to be a little bit of a pain as those roaches are going to burrow. Elazer gets those under the ground over here. And to the left hand side, Elazer moving up as well to see what he can do. Roaches of Snute gathering up, and well, I guess going to see the roaches of Elazer trying to push on forwards as well. Some of these roaches of Elazer popping up, and so far Snute positioned well to defend, but again, he's playing behind on upgrades, and he has got a lot to do to catch up in that regard. And +2 missile attack finally started, but again, no real intention of even starting a Carapace upgrade, so we're in a bit of a weird position here for just a little while, where Snute is just figuring out what he does to try and get back into the game, I think. Another couple of roaches popping out here and just moving on over into this sort of position. Catcher coming on down towards the 4th base as well. A Ravager will start to move in. Inject pops out a few lava here as well, and Idler's Den continue coming up from Snute. Roaches of Elazer currently making their way through these rocks, so rocks taking a few shots of damage as well. Ravagers will be able to help break through there, and again, the Roach Ravager force now moving forwards in towards this 4th base. This is going to be going down to Snute. Again, issue is he doesn't have the upgrades to really fight at the moment, so he has to try and buy time or just play the defensive positioning. But man, these upgrades, they're really such a big deal, and they're like 40 seconds away from this upgrade finishing right now. And you're going to see roaches pushing in from Snute. It's just going to be a massacre. It's actually Snute who is getting choked up a little bit as he tries to push forwards here. 16 roaches on the rebuild from him already. And Elazer just going to back away to the side here. May try and go up this ramp. Just 2 missiles on the way from Snute. It's only a few seconds away. He cannot let it go down though. And corrosive bars are going to kill it. Oh well, now what do? You lose +2 attack in a ZvZ against. I mean, he's literally +1 attack against 2-2. The upgrades are insanely favored towards Elazer at the moment as Snute. He's going to have one hell of a comeback now, trying to rebuild that +2 all over again. He has to build an Evo chamber, then +2. And then he still doesn't have Carapace upgrades. Roaches and Ravagers again from the Elazer pushing forwards. Crucifile's dropping down once again, and again a little bit back and forth here. Snute making the most of not having upgrades. He's actually doing a pretty good job just in terms of sheer numbers. Some Roaches have made their way over to the right-hand side here though from the Elazer, and he is now starting to win out at the third base as well, especially as a large wave of reinforcements push on forwards. Army supplies have suddenly just coming together. Drone's picked off, and well, I mean, again, Snute's just taking damage all over the shop, and he just can't really keep on fighting. He's trying to build a lurker den, which I like as an idea. You know, go into lurkers, maybe use them defensively to stay alive, but it's just realistically not going to happen. As you can see, so much road traffic. Continue to fight. This one is going the way of Elazer. So, yeah, I was about to say Snute there. Definitely not going the way of Snute. Elazer will take the first game of this best of 5. And he goes 1-0 up in the series. See earlier, and it's been from a 2-0 lead. Crazy stuff. Let's see if this one's going to be one of the many or one of the few. The one right hand side, the red Zerg player from Team Liquid down a game. It is Snute. Top left hand side, the blue Zerg from Kulash is Elazer. Interested to see what the plan is over the next few moments for both of these players. It'll be hatchery first apiece, which is a nice way to get going into the standard game, but of course you can still see some Ling Bane action coming through from the hatchery first, and that's what we'll be keeping our eyes out for here over the next few moments. Hatch gas, and then a pool. Choice from both players. Pools will be set up in a position where Queen will be able to block. Should be the same on the Elazer side. He's actually going to block behind. So a bit interesting. But this one, basically, if the Queen comes out here, it stops Banelings being able to run into this mineral line. They at least have to go around the back. The Elazer stops them going around the back, but doesn't actually block anything here. But maybe he's going to do something with that in the next few moments. Rushachiro SC2, thank you for that Twitch Prime sub, and Whoosh J, thank you for the Twitch Prime sub as well. Thank you very much, guys. Back to back. Just like that. There's some love in the chat for 2 brand new subs. What's up, guys? Thanks for the support, do appreciate it. Do appreciate the love. 8 subs away from 200. OMG. Do appreciate the love, guys. Thank you for using a Twitch Prime on us here. You know, there's so many StarCraft channels you might consider using it on, but really do appreciate it. Thank you very much. We set up into game number 2 right now. Hatch gas pool. It's nice the player's giving us a hatch gas pool to give us a few seconds to thank the new subscribers, isn't it? Thank you, Snute. Thanks, Elazer. Appreciate your build order choice this game. It was nice of you guys. Feelings on the way up. Overlords starting to spread themselves out. Bane Nest dropping down here from Elazer. Bane Nest dropping down, getting ready to go. I'm just going to be seeing these drones continue to come up as well. A couple of Lings on the way out. So Snute is actually the one who's starting to kind of really pump out Zerglings. Bane Nest coming down as well. Now, Snute went third hatch and then a Bane Nest, yet he's only making Lings, so it really is a bit of a mind game he's playing here. Looking to catch his opponent out of position and off guard a little bit in the next few moments. This Overlord pulling away up the right hand side. It's going to be escaping up in that direction. Here we go. Ling's going to start moving over now. Elazer will see this, and he does have the Bane Nest to morph in defensive Banes. Will Snute have enough to get cancelled on this third hatch? That's got to be one of the things he's looking for here as he drones up behind this. Take the third hatch advantage. 2 Banes morphing in from Elazer towards the natural. Now Snute comes in. Hatchery will start to take some damage. He'll pull some Lings away now and then to just push the Lings back off his opponent. First Baneling coming forwards, and he will commit to it. Ooh, he actually gets a pretty good connection. Next Baneling gets caught. Nice little looping around by Snute, and he will force the cancel here on the hatchery. Snute slowing down his opponent's third base by quite a margin. Has to start rebuilding now while Snute is finished. And behind this, Snute did catch up on that work count, which, you know, Elazer was in a bit of an income lead for a little while, but did he even make enough money in that advantage to kind of justify that he had to rebuild a hatchery, etc.? Well, perhaps not. Two Banes will lead the charge up this ramp. Now some Zerglings will try and protect after this. Didn't go so well for Snute before. He's going to trade very nicely there. Finding those two Banelings with the low health Lings. Not a fishing out of a laser in any stretch of the imagination. The Lings having to turn away again now, and again a bit of back and forth between the players here. Snute is dropping a roach roll, and he's still down in workers because he keeps committing to units to attack with. Can he make use of them? Some Lings going to go around the side and hit the third hatch again, it seems. Can Snute's distraction pay off? He's got a few Banes coming in this direction too. Gonna need them, man. There's Banes of Elazer right here. Snute once more just running up behind this aggression. Always a game of cat and mouse in ZvZ. One moment one guy's the cat and chasing the other down, then the next other guy is going to be shooting the chase now as they've made more units and it's their chance to drone while applying pressure with the extra units that they just made. Bane's moving forward, so you see Zerglings continue to back away. Couple of Banes over to the left side, and we do just see the Zerglings of Snute continue to push on through the center of the map, going in towards the upper left. We'll just continue coming out here, and again, it's going to be seeing those Banes of Snute. Going to be still moving around. A couple of Banes coming in top side of these Queens. Roach is on the way. Snute, though, without a Roach +1 attack upgrade, doesn't have an Evo chamber down at all. So Snute is really looking to just end this game with a big Ling Roach attack. The +1 attack coming up from the laser, he really is on a timer here to get damage done before that +1 is really finished. I guess he's got about 50 seconds. Yet the Roach is only just starting to move over. I mean, he could end this even without +1 in his favor if he has enough Lings in front to tank. He has got the Banes on his side too, so it's still possible. It's just not very easy. So Snute has to try and find what he can when he can at the moment. Obviously the Banes will force the Roaches to split up. As the Roaches get forced to split up, it could cause a couple of issues here and there as well. Bane's gathering up towards the top side. Ling, Bane, Roach then, and ready to push on into this. Rav just starts to morph in. There's a lot of Banelings, and it will be the one thing that Snute looks towards to try and help him out in this. First couple go off on a Queen or so, though, as the Lings will start pouring in. The Banes of Elazer are being kept in the back for a while, but he actually doesn't get them to go off on any of the Zerglings, it seems. Elazer just has so much, so he's going to break on through this. +1 attack is there. Snute is down 0-2 already in this best of. Top left-hand side, our red Zerg player, gas pooling, is going to be Team Liquid Snute. Laser to the bottom right-hand side is the blue Zerg player from Kulash, opening 12 pool. Did Snute and Neeb hit the pro scene about the same time? Were you imagining things? Snute was around way before Neeb. Snute was like winning a home story cup and stuff way back when. Way before Neeb was around, honestly. Neeb was then, after that, just poking through as a Terran player in WCS. Neeb really made a breakthrough just last year. 2016 really was the year Neeb became kind of insanely good, and everyone realized this guy was someone serious. I would say that's when he broke through. Snute had been that for a long time beforehand. I actually remember when Snute was kind of in Neeb's position, where Snute was sort of the player where people were like, God, this kid's really good, but we just don't see him at events. And that was Neeb when he was playing Terran in WCS. You know, you'd have a couple big performances and be like, oh, cool, awesome. But not much more than that. And he'd be consistent, and then suddenly the guy started going absolutely insanely huge, and that's kind of what Snute did as well. Snute sticking some Lings around here, as you see the Bane Nest on the way up from him. He's going full out aggression. He does need to be able to defend. He's actually going to start sending his Lings across the map in general. Obviously a weird scenario here, as it's kind of one base on one base. Snute sends some Lings to counterattack. The fact he has Ling Speed and Bane Nest will generally be beneficial to him. Obviously Elazer's advantage is that he has been able to expand, so it's a bit of a weird one between the two. I'm not really sure which way this is going to go just yet, as we have, well, a couple of Lings just still fighting over here. Meanwhile, across the map, we are going to be seeing Snute starting to fight, and well, Lings from the Elazer coming into play as well. Bane Nest is finished, Ling Speed is done too, so Snute can kind of take some better fights now. And a little cleanup over on this side, but Snute's way down in army supply. He's down a hatchery. I mean, now he's going to morph into Baneling. I mean, this is the issue, right? Elazer didn't ever mind gas. And so having never mind gas, he does take a bit of an advantage, being able to just spam out drones and lings. Really needs to do something between Baneling at the end with this ling speed as he gets ready to be aggressive, but I just don't know if Snute has enough at all. Those lingers gathering up together. One Bane here from Snute just out the front, and units just still gathering on up. I mean, it's a tough one. Queen injects again. What does Snute do? He's actually just going to drone. He's just going to make a hatchery. Man, he's playing from so far behind here. So far behind. He just wasn't able to do what he needed to do. Like, imagine he had all of his units at home and he defended that attack so well initially, and then he counter-attacked with everything. It would have gone so much better for him, I think, than the way he tried to do this, which was splitting his units up, which really just didn't do very much, very well at all. So, I mean, hindsight is everything, of course, and it's a bit of a weird one. 12 people against a 13-12. It's not the most standard of kind of builds for each player to run in towards. You can see that. Spine going to unburrow and reburrow a bit further forwards. Come in and again, Snute still has that ling speed advantage as he just continues to drone, but so does Elazer. He realizes that Snute is not being aggressive right now, and so he's just like, okay, well, I'm droning as well. You know, I'm just going to keep on droning. Snute never really made enough units to do enough. The spine crawl would have been too scary, too difficult to break through, as would the double queen. So here we are. Elazer begins to run away with this game, and are we in for another 3-0 here? This has been like the bracket of 3-0s. It's insane. We've had so many of them. Third hatch coming down. Again, that will be Snute's advantage, being able to take a faster third hatchery. And with the faster third hatch, he still trails in workers. He will be later on the Lair, late on the Rotron, later on the Evo Chamber, and that's something which won Elazer previous games. Just the speed of his upgrades and how many upgrades he had in certain fights. Rotron going to be finishing momentarily. As again, the Lings of Snute moving all around, seeing what they can do, seeing what they can get up to. Seeing if he can find any opportunity to just put an end to this. Lings are dancing around all over the place, trying to find opportunities and openings. +1 missile attack coming through from the Elazer. Rotron is sat at the front here as well. Those Zerglings of Snute going to think about trying to poke on through, perhaps. I mean, really, he just wants to keep up to date with what's going on, right? Check there's no third hatchery, etc., etc. Oh, Snute, he's going to go all in again. He's cut drones at 38. He hasn't got an Evo chamber. He isn't making a lair. He's just going to make roaches and try and attack. This didn't work when he'd taken a lead in game number 2. I'm not sure if it's going to work now in game number 3 when he's playing from behind already. I mean, obviously there's that chance, but I mean, to be fair, he's got to take a risk at some point. Either he has to find a way to catch up on upgrades and play behind in that in that regard and take a risk, or you take a risk on kind of going for the all-in, just trying to catch up on off guard. It's arguable which one is, it's arguable which one is kind of the better choice. I mean, it's one of these situations where no choice really seems to be the best choice, but oh god, I'm dying. No choice is really the best choice. But I mean, in this one, he's literally, I don't know. I can get it, try something. I wonder if he just tries to kind of completely shut down this attack of Elazer and just tries to win on the counter-attack or something. Elazer starting to realize what's going on though. He's going to already start backing away. Corrosive Bars coming down. Snute is so eager to move through. He's just going to walk through the Corrosive Bars. The Lings of Snute are not going to do anywhere near enough, and the Elazer is going to have way too much. And this is going to be this. Roaches, Ravagers continuing to fall. And this is going to be a Elazer. Okay, well, I mean, Snute might just about... No, he isn't. Snute's going to lose everything. I mean, even if he cleans this up, what next? The Elazer starting more workers, +2 missile attack going through. New roaches are on the way. It doesn't get any better here from Snute, and he knows it. GG, well played. Elazer takes a dominating series to put